Alright. Gonna play Below the Stone here with Mike and Keegan. Well, Mike is like an overwatcher. He's kind of dictator type. Watching
As usual.
As usual.
Usual arrangement.
Nothing new here.
Same old stuff. You can go back home.
I want to make my guy look like me.
Okay, two things real quick.
Bald.
One, sometimes when I'm hitting these, I'm noticing that the effects for where you strike them, those like...
Are sometimes off. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like popping up kind of all over the place. Two, here's this coal that I've mined. I have an objective to mine coal. Do I have to put it in my bag to progress that objective? Or...
Am I ready to make a name for myself?
You actually mined it, correct? It wasn't just in your inventory when you first went down into the caves?
No, like this is all stuff I picked up from hitting rocks.
I have a mission for ye.
So I'm going to write that down as a note.
Even then, you're just a recruit. As you just discovered, you can react with things. Click on
That was marginally unexpected, but fun. For exceptionally stressful values of fun, I guess. Oh, jeez. That's gonna go bad for me.
Mike, can you see my stream?
I'm watching Keegan's right now. I can switch gears as well.
I'm still
Hold
in the
on.
beginning, so... I just wondered what the lag was like. I had pretty good, usually. I done got me an X. I forgot how to equip stuff. There we go. Hey, Dean's here.
Hi, Dean. Okay, well now that I know I'm going to be mobbed by things when I try to leave, let's give that another shot.
Killing the baby GGs.
Yeah, I'm still not getting progress on that coal mining.
So I think I know what's going on. It's because it's only counting when it's in a wall. Like it's specifically
okay.
specifically counting ore from a wall, which
Interesting.
there's going to need to be a whole discussion on the whole design behind it and everything at some point.
Let's see if I can find a wall that I can mine out of.
Hey, you get it? Dignity? This game's so funny. Oh, I saw text go off the bottom of the menu. I forget. Is that all?
Yeah,
you gotta do?
that is also an issue. Creatures that will charge at a location, and they only cease charging at a location when they finally reach it.
I thought I just found the blacksmith.
Then you should leave. I was also expecting to follow me.
I'm
Eats
at a loss here. But I know it's
dialogue.
been a while since I played this, but This is the blacksmith. I talked to him. Do I gotta do more?
What does your quest objective say at the top left?
Exit the dungeon.
Yeah, then exit the dungeon.
Yeah, and you go talk
Yeah,
to the guy,
the dialogue is messed up right now. The dialogue shouldn't be. It should update and say you can leave now, or it should just go to a black screen and just say like, you know, you've completed everything. There's no reason to be here anymore.
Oh, just gonna walk through. I thought I had to talk to the guy. Okay.
Yeah, the dialogue's confusing because he says, "Did you find the blacksmith yet?" And you very clearly did find the blacksmith already.
Yeah, you should just say like, "Ah, you found him. Get out of here,
Yeah.
you scallywag."
Yeah.
When I talk to this guy, what is he doing? He's selling these things I'm clicking on?
He's crafting them. So it shows that you have that material and you're able to craft those things.
What can I do with a copper ignite? Like armor and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a torch? What do you do to do it?
Should I explain actually? I'm not actually sure.
I did this before. I played.
I just mean as like
As the
for like
first
testing
person
person, right?
invigilator of the playtest.
Yeah. I can't exactly
I I feel like you gotta let us suffer.
Yep. We're both suffering.
I'm
Yeah, it's always it's always painful watching people struggle to figure out how to play your game.
I'm not sure what to
It's
do.
like painful for both parties involved.
Yes, yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the things we need are more of like a quick tutorial when you first launch up certain parts of the game. Like when you first open the crafting, there should be at least like some sort of mini tutorial that pops up. Like, oh, click here if you want to craft a thing. Click here if you want to put the thing in the thing.
Yeah. Those are hard dialogues to make.
Yeah, it's very easy to mislead people too by like a very by when using a slightly different word can completely send somebody off in a different direction.
I assume you've very deliberately gone for the roguelike level of difficulty here.
Maybe not 100% intentionally. So this is the first floor of the game.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the way enemies spawn right now, I think is at least in my current estimation. Oh, hey, what's up? I think the spawning of enemies is a little bit rough right now because it kind of just throws everything at you all the time.
I'll be right back. I gotta take out my contacts.
Sure. When it really should be more group based, like enemies. It would make more sense for enemies to spawn in kind of small groups, so that way it's more like you're making these encounters. Rather than
typically, if you're doing like a procedural dungeon, right? You do them as rooms, which is obviously a little trickier when you're doing a cave, and that's sort of the aesthetic of the game. But like that notion of sort of a smaller section of it that has like, okay, in this size of a section, we spawn this many enemies on this floor might not be a bad plan.
All right, now I can see again. I can't see the YouTube chat with my contacts in.
I think just having groups of enemies,
I
like
know- I don't know
having
how to-
them. Otherwise, it's just this constant, like, it's almost like noise. It's just this constant, like, evenly spread wave of enemies everywhere.
That's slow, but does 1 more damage. Yeah. The other thing that I've noticed is, so the missions that I've been getting when I spawn back in the town are like, they seem pretty consistent to like level 1 of the dungeon, right? It's like, oh, kill 5 kobolds. And the first 2 times I was in here, that worked fine, because there were just kobolds everywhere trying to kill me constantly. This time, I've made it this entire distance without seeing a single kobold spawn until now. So I'm down most of my health from just fighting random crap. Yeah.
When expecting it to be far easier, picking one mission.
Well,
Oh, shit, how do I get help?
just for the things that, you know, if there's only a couple of options here for things that I can have to fight, right? I would expect to be able to find kobolds relatively easily. If that's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there are several discussions going on missions right now, kind of regarding this whole thing. Like, like the current existing missions were placeholder initially, and as they exist now, they do create some problems. But yeah.
You're gonna have water.
I will also say the differential in damage, because I think it's 3 for the pickaxe and 4 for the sword.
Yeah, the
Speed of the sword. The sword is a very bad choice for a melee weapon. If all you have.
Yeah, in fact, the pickaxe is actually a better melee weapon because it's better at knocking back enemies, and you can just hold down click with a pickaxe, and you can just simply, what you just did there. You can avoid danger because you're effectively using. So it's like pointing a chainsaw in front of you, and nothing can run at you. So
it's I mean, so enemies can still get through there, which I thought was interesting. And it's based on timing, right? Like if they charge at exactly the right second and you're just mashing the button or holding it down, they'll like slip between swings and knock you back. And if there's a large group there, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible. It's an interesting mechanic. It's just the sword is not useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did get progress on the coal ore quest, I think. Yeah, I think just while I was hacking through some of the walls here to get around.
Uh-oh, I died.
So I think you're right.
And Scott just entered hard mode.
Yeah.
I lost everything?
You lose everything
That's
that's
a roguelike,
on your
baby.
guy. Yeah.
Now I can't-
Everything on you lose. But if you put anything in a bank,
You're old enough that you should have played Rogue. You should understand how this works.
It's been a long
At the
time.
very least,
The
net.
last time I played Rogue was probably 12 years ago.
I try to play it once in a while just to keep myself humble.
So if I pick all the quests, do I have to complete all of them before I can return?
No. Just one.
this one, yeah.
So it doesn't really matter if you pick all of them or not.
You get a better reward. That's the benefit of doing it.
For only picking one or for...
For picking more than one
Oh, yes.
and completing them.
The fact that you have to complete something before you can leave the dungeon, I think there really is no motivation to only ever pick 1 or 2. Like, you should always just pick 3.
You should always pick 3, because if you just pick 1, you're kind of restricting yourself.
Yeah.
If you pick 3, you're guaranteeing that you'll, or at least you're not guaranteeing, but you're you're highly increasing the odds that you'll
Be able to.
yeah, you'll be able to leave. Yeah.
I want to see Scott try to leave the dungeon.
I did before. What's this? Digging tip. If they're not blocking your way, there's a good chance you can't break it with either a sword or a pickaxe. Oh, you just hold the mouse button down, huh? I'm banging on my mouse like a madman.
Yeah, that was a useful discovery. This will probably be the last run that I do.
Okay.
But I can keep bagging on it later if you want.
I think despite the some of the perhaps like unclear instructions, there's some level of intuitiveness to the game,
Yeah.
which is good. I think we could do way better at making the instructions clear, because you know we don't want to just throw somebody in there. You really should explain all mechanics, and
Ideally.
yeah. Yeah, the swinging of the pickaxe is like,
Shit.
oh, your stream's like delayed by like 3 seconds.
Oh no, I'm webbed. Yeah,
Yeah,
getting
pretty
out
close
of here
there.
is hard.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I think we really need to adjust. One of the things I had thought of was maybe we would actually, once proper biome spawning happens, and once what's supposed to happen is eventually we're going to make it so easier enemies spawn near where you spawn in, and as you go further out, it becomes harder enemies. So because of that, what we would do is we'd make it so when the drill pod drops wherever you happen to be escaping, that would be, it would spawn enemies related to the current biome that you're in.
Yeah.
And maybe a few mixed in variety of enemies, but it wouldn't be very much. So
Yeah.
that way, the escape is a little more appropriate for what you're equipped with.
Yeah. Okay, one more. Just one more. That's a good sign. I've failed at this 3 times in a row, and I'm like,
Whoa.
gotta try this again. Yeah, I think I don't know if you have the notion of like vertical levels or if it's just a cave that spans.
It's vertical, yeah. There's
Okay,
so it does several things. You gotta imagine it like almost like pancakes, where
Yep.
there are these circular floors,
Yeah.
and it continues to go down and down and down. And as you go toward the edges, it gets harder and harder and harder. So down it gets harder, and further out it gets
Out
harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
So that way there's like levels you can conquer, and you can say, okay, well, I've firmly got a grasp of the first floor. Let me go down to the next floor, and there'll be a new set of biomes and new set of resources.
Yeah. That's cool.
For a vertical slice of the game, though, I do think it has a lot of the things it needs. It just needs to fill out a little bit more, I think. Or not a little bit more, but, you know, where it needs to be filled out, it needs to fill out.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree.
Whether it's the escape sequence like this, right?
Yeah.
Because right now the main strategy,
It's a tuning issue, right?
Uh-oh.
yeah, the main strategy with this is oh, you might do it. There you go.
Stay in the circle and run around.
Yeah, it's just strafing. So, and that really shouldn't be the dramatic conclusion, you know? The dramatic conclusion should be a little more combat-y and exciting and feel like you're on the edge of your seat. Whereas this feels like, okay, well, I'm going to run in a circle, and if I get hit and knocked into a corner, I'm going to die because I can't escape because I'm in a corner.
How do I heal?
It feels a little unfair. You can heal. You need certain items though.
Haunch or meat or anything.
Yeah, there's
If it
several.
looks like, if it looks like food, usually.
That's what I was thinking. I just don't see any food. I lost it all the first time
That-
I died.
Yeah, that seems to be the stuff that you'll find just like killing enemies. It seemed like I was getting meat from the boars.
Yep.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Though I think healing items right now are a little. There's like this weird economy happening where I've noticed players. What will happen is once they get a sufficient amount of armor, they stop needing the healing items
what
as
hell?
much.
That wasn't unfair. The thing shrunk down.
Alright.
Well, the ability to recover health, I think, especially knowing that that escape sequence is going to be like a brutal slog.
Yeah.
There's nothing to really reward players for like taking chances, right?
Right.
And I think actually Scott's explanation of the way like a shooter should progress has really stuck with me, where it's like, in order to keep the pace of the game, your players should, you should get down to basically no health and be like freaking out a bit and like trying to keep on top of it.
Yeah.
And then be able to pull yourself back up out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now after dying and not having food, it's like it's really hard to. It brings you down.
You have to
and then-
claw your way back.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Really got to play it safe for a run or something.
Which the thing is, the economy in the game right now is very weird, like item economy. So
Yeah.
once you get a sufficient amount of armor, you stop getting hit as hard.
Yeah.
And when you stop getting hit as hard, you need fewer healing items. So you start to gain like a surplus of healing items because
Yeah.
you don't need them as much. And once you have a surplus of healing items, I've noticed people just walking around with like 15 or 20 hog haunches, just running around like, oh, I'm getting slapped around by boars. It doesn't matter. And it's like, that's not really
That's
a
not
good.
how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, this is not how it's supposed to work. And I was thinking a solution to that may be like actual, as opposed to healing items. That the issue with that is that you're carrying healing with you.
Yeah.
And you're not doing much work for it. You're just killing an enemy. Whereas the whole reason this potion lady exists is to craft healing items. It's actually like a process you have to go through. You have to bring stuff back and bring her the things that you need for your healing items.
Yeah.
So I think healing will be eventually in the caves more like you find a healing shrine or like an object that can heal you that you can't carry with you.
Yeah.
That's the main problem I'm finding with the healing, and it should heal you almost all the way, like completely. It'll be almost 100% heal or a 50% heal or something.
Yeah, it's
Well, I
the
got
health
food.
shrine in Diablo, or
Yeah.
like honestly, even like old school Zelda did it pretty good, right? Like if you're low on health, sometimes you kill things and they drop health items, but you can't carry them. You can just heal yourself, like right then.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's like, yeah, okay, so you get mobbed by this big group of enemies and you manage to clear them out. Like, sure, they drop a thing, it gives you a couple hearts back, great.
Yeah.
I do feel like that's a pretty tried and tested strategy for designing that kind of encounter.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It is the fact that it's a roguelike does make it interesting, right? Because certainly a few runs in, once you've got some stuff in your bank and you can craft healing items and you can decide what to bring with you, that becomes a much better option. It just doesn't help much right now. Like, I think even the excitement of like, okay, now I gotta go look around for a healing shrine or something, even that goes away once you can just bring health potions with you.
Yeah.
And you have a reasonable stock.
Yep. I think it needs to be like, it really does need to be, like a little bit of a process to make healing potions and stuff. And it needs to feel like a little bit of a risk when you're bringing them. Like, okay, I'm investing some healing potions in this run. This run's a little bit important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could also make it so healing potions don't stack like to 20, 30. I think they stack to 64 right now. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's
a bit ridiculous. So maybe it should stack up to it could literally just be a one stack like any tool in your items.
It depends how far you're expecting people to go in a run. Like, if the intent is that, you know, you want your players like playing for long sessions, going many levels down in one go, sure.
Yeah.
But if they're intended to be like, grab a couple missions, grab a quest, something, do it, get out, yeah, probably not. You probably don't want them to be able to stock up quite so heavily, right?
Yeah, the difficulty comes when we're trying to achieve both, where people can do a quick run like you were doing just now, where you just grabbed one mission, you completed one mission, and then you were like, all right, time to get out. And then the people who are going to decide, okay, I'm going to go 4 floors down. I'm going to have to find a dungeon each time to proceed to the next floor. And the run might end up becoming like a 45-minute thing, you know, or even longer.
I was gonna ask too. Like, is there? So
Mm-hmm.
once you've kind of stocked up a bit, right? Like, level 1's probably pretty boring for a player with pretty high level gear.
Yeah.
Is there like Stardew Valley in its weird dungeon thing had like the notion of an elevator where every 5 floors you unlock this thing that would just take you back down there?
Yep, there's going to be level skipping or floor skipping in a bit. So you'll have to invest a little bit. Like, you'll have to say, okay, well, you have to give this guy, you know, 200 gold to skip down to this floor. So investing in future runs and stuff.
Ready to escape. What was that?
Yeah.
This window popped up real fast in the middle of the battle.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Now we get to listen to Scott panic.
What did it say? I didn't, in a panic, I clicked and it disappeared.
I'm actually going to write that down. That the fact that the window appears mid-combat can have...
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, any modal that can be dismissed by the button that you're using to swing stuff probably should not pop up while you're fighting.
Yeah.
Or if it does, it should pause the game or something. I don't know.
Oh, it does, but...
Or maybe just show the message in the upper right with the other text, like, and stuff. I don't know.
That's kind of what I think that's the approach we might have to go with, where we make it so it appears on the top right, as opposed to like almost like a tip.
Yeah. It doesn't stop processing input events. So if you're in the middle of something, you just dismiss it immediately.
Yeah. So I think going into the future, I really am thinking that tips almost need to appear on the top right of your screen or somewhere else, so that way it's not interrupting the flow of what's going on in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, like a little log, you know.
Yeah.
I agree.
How do you get out? I thought you go back to where you started.
What's on your screen, Scott?
Oh, call the escape.
There you go.
Let me see. So
Incoming. Oh, of course, I'm gonna get attacked now.
There you go.
This ain't fair. This is not fair. There's like a million monsters here.
We just had a pretty extensive conversation about that.
Holy shit! What the hell? It's like it's like the most monsters.
This is the aftermath of that discussion.
That's what I was waiting for. Yeah.
What? Tarnations!
I actually really like that the escape pod kind of picks a bit of a random spot to pop up in.
I think it could be a little more random because right now it just kind of picks an area near you.
Yeah.
I think we can make it feel like you're going to a place rather than it picking a place near you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no.
You got it really close. Oh.
Yeah. No, there's just too many of them. Too many of them with the spot in a corner, right?
It's also hard to talk while that's all happening as well.
True.
Yeah, what
Okay,
if,
that's my
what
last
if the
one.
health, like, you had so many slots for, like, quick health, but you could carry as much health in your backpack as you want, you just can't take it while you're in combat real fast, up to, like maybe 2 or 3
Well,
or
we
something.
need some sort of cooldown on it.
Yeah.
Because being able to blast through healing items is kind of ridiculous.
Well, no, but you have
Yeah.
a set amount that you could use, like by pressing a button or something, like in Diablo or something. You could still have in your backpack. So in the middle of a fight, you can't actually go in your backpack because you get killed.
We're probably going to make a debuff for it for stuff. Like we're like when you eat something, there'll probably be like a 30-second timer, which is like just like digesting or chewing or something. And then if you drink a health potion, it'll be like a minute-long cooldown, but it'll be far more efficient.
I mean, I think what Scott's saying basically is if you have a healing item, like if I have a hog haunch equipped, or if I have a hog haunch on my toolbar down at the bottom, right? And
Like
it's
a
in
quick
slot
heal, like
3
an
or
H.
whatever, right? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta hit 3, and then I gotta click the mouse, and then I gotta switch back to my weapon.
Yeah, it seems
And
like
that's
a lot
that's
of
a bit of a dog if you're trying to do it fast. I don't know if potions are any different. Like, are those a one-button consume, or like if you have them on your bar?
Yeah, I mean, you have to when it's on your hotbar, you have to press like 5 and then click and then
click
or
and
whatever.
switch
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
At the very least, if consuming something, well, okay, if consuming something consumes that item in your hotbar, it should probably switch back to whatever you had selected before.
Yeah.
Just automatically, right? I shouldn't have to hit pickaxe again to get that back.
Yeah, like if you press 7 to eat the ham, it automatically eats the ham and goes back to the pickaxe or whatever you had.
But then you have this other problem where if that's the behavior you're expecting, you switch to the health potion, you hit the button, and then you keep clicking because you expect it to switch back to your pickaxe. Suddenly you've consumed like 5 health potions. That's probably not great either.
Also, how do you determine what quick heal item you go to? Because you could have several healing items. Does it just immediately go to your best one, or does it?
Well, so that's
Go
kind
here.
of what I.
If you press like 7 and that had the ham on it or the boar meat or whatever, it would eat that automatically, then go back to the last used weapon or whatever you had equipped before you pressed
okay,
that.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so
But then it's
I
not
would
this,
say
when you're in a fight, you're not getting all frantic. Oh my god, press 7. Okay, that's equipped. Now I'm going to press the mouse button to eat. Now I got to press 2 to go back to the pickaxe.
food feels different to me, right? Food feels like, okay, I'm going to whip out this hog haunch and I'm going to chow down on it. That totally makes sense to have to like select it, click, watch the guy throw it away, and then go back to whatever. But I do feel like there probably should be items where like just hitting the button if it's on your hotbar like that just consumes it. Don't even switch items to it, just consume it, let it do its thing, and like carry on.
Right.
Right, like potions especially, probably. You don't actually want to switch to the potion, you just want to drink one.
And stuff like, I don't know if it does this already, but I always think like when you eat like food in these kind of games to heal it, it doesn't actually heal you all at once. It kind of like over like time, you know? Like, oh, I ate the meat, and then my health will slowly go up over like, 20 seconds or something.
And that's often one of the mechanical differences between potions and food, right? Food items will heal you over time. The Witcher did that. Like every action RPG.
Yeah.
Recently
Food's always like a
was
slow heal.
Yeah. Which sometimes is what you want, right? Like, it's basically like a healing buff, right? Like it's going to restore however many health points every tick for however many ticks. So you can kind of avoid overhealing that way if you know you're going to get whacked on anyways.
Yep.
That's kind of neat. But, okay, I am going to duck out of this now.
All right, I appreciate you playing and everything. Like that. That really helped. I took down quite a bit of notes. What you said.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I will probably open this back up and play it because it is fun.
Wow. That is
Some good ass kicking.
that's a surprise. Well,
There's that water there again. Look at that shit, man. Whoever did that's got to be some kind of fucking
Wizard.
macho wizard.
macho man.
All right. Have
I
fun
can't
with your
believe-
stream, Scott.
All right, later, dude.
You gotta kiss your guns, you know that, right?
Yeah. You know, one little thing. It's an aesthetic thing. It getting.
Yeah.
I got such a big monitor, and it getting all dark on the edges. It shows the reflection of my room a lot. It kind of makes me dizzy.
We're definitely gonna add more light to the game because we need like torches and stuff. Different lights that the players can use because right now the game's super dark.
Is that voice you?
It's it was Hayden.
Okay. It sounds like Gigi. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Is that what he says? Does he say "I will break you" or does he say "I must break you"?
Which, that's from Rocky 4.
Rocky 4, yeah.
What is one of the things? Just say that in the game?
No, I was just watching you destroy the spear kobold and it made me think of it.
Oh, I must break you. You know, I said that to
Yeah.
Matt on Facebook, and I got a warning that I'm being harassing people. It's like a freaking movie quote. My God.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna play this until I get out of the dungeon once.
that ain't happening tonight.
Well, I could start a new character and get my shit back. No, like
Yeah,
the-
one of
I
the things right. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this menu. It's not intuitive of how to make like it says what it's actually doing. You know.
Yeah. I think it needs like a very quick guide because what it's doing is
Or a button that says build or make or something. You know, like you know what I mean.
the bottom is the thing you click when you make it. Like that little plate at the bottom, the item appears there when you click on the.
Okay, so I was clicking it up before when I had money and stuff, and nothing. I didn't see nothing happening.
It appeared. It was just I think it was
Then how
just
they get it
subtle.
back in your inventory?
You just click it and it appears in your inventory.
Huh.
So you look at the scroll, you'll click copper chest plate. You don't have any stuff, so it's grayed out.
Yeah, yeah.
You click copper chest plate, it would appear on that metal plate. You click on it on the metal plate, and it appears in your inventory.
Okay.
That's how it works. I think it needs like a little quick tutorial or something.
So why not just
Like-
click on it and then ask, you want to buy this? Yes or no, and then, or have
It
this
could,
made?
yeah. But then again, how do you make like 700 of something? Because there's things in the game that you want a lot of, more than one.
So you have it where you make a like little up arrow and down arrow thing. How do they do it in Warcraft? I forget.
It's
Like 10
Yeah.
years since I played that. Wake up, old man!
I think there's a giant button that just says craft.
Yeah. No, I just say like I mean, if you got to explain it, if there's always a way to do it visually without explaining it, it might be more intuitive that way.
Yeah.
See, I see tin a lot. I see the kobolds a lot. Yeah, pick those 3 again. Or like here, it's just a little minor thing. I mean, like closing the window, I feel like I'm canceling it. You know what I mean? So it should say like accept mission.
Yeah,
or-
when you click on the mission, I really do think it should just say like mission accepted. Like it should say something like that.
But I mean, like having to hit the close box, it feels like you're canceling it. You know what I mean? Maybe there should be like a button that says something. I'm bad at words.
Something.
Like, you know, accept missions or something like that.
Yeah.
What's this board? Can I read that? God, is it hot in here? When I play a game, when the wind's not blowing, it's like hot as hell in here, and I got the heat off. If the wind starts blowing like the other day, it was like 30-mile-an-hour winds. It was like 30 degrees in this room. God, it was cold. Alright, now instead of just randomly... I'm on this thing again where I gotta cut my way to freedom. Way to dig.
Long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
What does those sparkles mean? Does that mean there's something that way?
Yep. Means there's an ore.
Is anybody still in the YouTube chat? I'm almost free. Flashbacks from Shawshank here. Oh shit, I'm gained up on. Oh man, I'm really getting... No, I don't want to die again, please. Run. Oh, great. That's weird. The game doesn't seem to have focus, and I got double monitors. And if my mouse goes onto the second monitor, it minimizes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the moment your mouse leaves the screen.
Yeah, it should be locked to the screen when you're, like most games, like, you know, you can't. Like here, I'm on the other monitor now. If I'm like, you know, attacking stuff, and my mouse accidentally goes over here. Boom! That's what happens.
Yeah.
Strike the earth. What are these mushrooms for? I mean, what can they be used for? I'm guessing something in the town, right?
The blue ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're used for potions.
Okay.
At least for now. They're gonna... We're gonna have to go through a whole rework of the stuff that spawns down here eventually.
Yeah, making an RPG is a shitload of hard, man. There's so many different like mechanisms that all have to like work together, you know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm being rhetorical here.
I haven't known for the last 4.5 years.
4.5 long
centuries.
Whoop! Get ready to escape. Yeah, that's weird.
A window appearing like that?
Yeah. It's like
in the
shocking
way,
almost.
dude.
It's like you just got done killing something. Ah! Oh, I got more than I needed. Make it. Explore a little, try to find that truly beautiful water. Those voices are funny. It almost has that feeling of like, you know, Warcraft, how the guys say the little sayings, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. What are they saying, Mama? Mama. Is that what they're saying?
No.
What are they saying?
They're just speaking in like weird like "Kuka, Imamo." It's like just stuff like that.
That's cool. It makes you almost not want to kill them, but it sounds so innocent. And they start shooting arrows at you. No! I keep forgetting to look at my health. You know what? This is the bad thing because I play Overwatch and I play basically only Diva. I mean, that's like 90% of what I play, right? And the right mouse button is a shield. So every time I see one of those fucking arrows or spider webs coming at me, I press the right button thinking it's going to shield me.
Yeah.
It's just ingrained in my head that that's what that button does, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have some sort of visual indicator when your health is low, whether it's just the screen stays a little red or something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't forget. Yeah, I thought it did turn red. I mean, now looking back, I remember
Well,
red, but it's only when you get hit.
It's only when you get hit. So
Yeah, have
when
the
you're
edges,
low, yeah, I think when you're really low, it should just stay red.
You know, I could make a shader that lets you like have an amount, like you have like a pattern of veins like coming in from the edges of the screen, and it could grow. You know,
That
so
could
the
be
lower
kinda
it gets, the bigger it gets, and it could also have like a little distortion in it, so it's not just a static image.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
I think that would be cool. Yeah, but you gotta work on that other game. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Something like that's literally like an hour. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it froze. Yeah, I'm...
Well, I got quite a lot of notes from all the playtesting that's happened. From you, from others.
Cool.
So,
I died really fast that time.
got quite a list going on.
That was like the most I got ganged up on other than that ending when I was trying to teleport out or whatever you call it.
Yeah. Another thing we're going to probably do is in the future is different escape sequences. So that way it's not the same just, oh, go to this spot and then stand here until, you know, the drill comes down to save you.
I think you mentioned this before. You said there's going to be like ways that like you find like pits or stairs or something to find like... I
To go deeper?
What?
To go deeper?
Yeah, or just to another area or something, you know? I always thought that was cool in these games. Like, oh, I found this, you know?
Yeah. And I'd like this idea of it like sounding like ominous, like you hear like wind howling as you're getting closer. Or
I was just gonna say that, yeah, like some cue that, like, oh my god, there's something cool around here.
And like a almost like a bass, like kind of constant, going like something like low and dreamy. Maybe not quite futuristic sounding, but like this kind of just ominous rumble as you're getting closer.
Next time I accomplish the goal, I'm out. Come on. Oh, this does go windowed. Oh, it's only 3:31. Okay, no hurry. Well, you're still watching the stream, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's working because nobody's talking in the YouTube chat.
There's a very small delay.
Well, it's better than it was 30 seconds up until I fixed it.
Yeah.
I found all these things. I went through like every setting in OBS, and I did like a private stream and kept testing the lag. Like first I got down to like 20 seconds, and then I got down to like 3 seconds. I don't think you could do better than 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people play testing the game, so you, Keegan, a lot of our fans, Raven, Rock, Labs.
It's getting harder. Every time I come down here, I get like bombarded more. Jesus.
It's not getting harder. You're getting worse. You gotta learn the ways of like with blow. I am bleeding, making me the victor.
I need food. Come here. Come on, pig. Or whatever you are. I'm dead.
Finally.
Finally.
Yeah, I think there's this point where the game starts to wear on one's soul.
What?
There's a point where like you get like less and less invested.
I don't know. Right now I'm in that mode where I got to make it out once. Yeah, that menu. I instinctively want to go to the bottom and say okay somewhere or accept missions or something, and I have to keep reminding myself to go to the close thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the bottom having just a green button that just says like accept missions. I think that would do well.
And it says it all right there. You know, no need to explain it.
Yep.
It's funny,
do you think
in Raptor it had, what do you call it, context-sensitive help or whatever. Every screen, no matter what you're doing, you can press F1 and give help, and people would still ask, support questions that were right in front of them the whole time.
I mean, it's a good idea to do like an F1 thing, like no matter what menu you're on.
Well, my point was, it's always better to make it intuitive because people don't like reading.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You make it intuitive, but you throw that in. Yeah.
Here, while this is going, hold on, I'm gonna turn down the heat. I'm dying in here. Hold on.
Oi, Faye.
I think the game froze here. I think it froze. What kind of... oh, gosh. What kind of shoddy operation are we running here? You don't have to restart it. It shouldn't take this long, should it? Mike?
What? Yeah, it should.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Did you tab out at all while you went away?
No, I went and turned on the heat, and I came back, and it was like a minute or two where it wasn't doing it. It was just stuck
Weird.
at the generating. And no wonder it was hot. I had the heat on full blast. I thought I turned it down before. But yeah, when I'm playing a game, my computer, the GPU or whatever, there's this heat coming off my computer now. Diggity diggity hole.
Diggity diggity hole.
I'm trying to think of a funny name. I'll just use that. You like this menu right here? Is this made with the Unity UI stuff?
Actually, that I believe Primage helped mainly with that. So
Cool.
he may know best, actually.
Are you ready to go below the stone and make a name for yourself? I accept. Didn't you say one time you wanted to have like the guy like mumble or something? Like when he's talking.
Yeah.
Do I have to break through all these? Oh, there's wood and stuff here. Let's see. Oh, that's how I got all that good stuff. I did it again, shit.
Did what again?
Where the mouse went off the screen and it minimized the app. There's got to be some simple way to lock the mouse or something in Unity.
I'm sure there is.
Aye, oh ha! Back off, you stinky, vile creature. Don't come any closer. I don't let kobolds touch me beard. Oh, is that the fellow dwarf? What happened to those stinky outside? Stinkies outside? Oh. Nay! Nay! It doesn't matter. I'm free to have my dignity back. Alright. And what do I really need here? Is a crossbow good?
Crossbow is nice.
Oh, there it is. I see
It's
it.
very nice.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be right back.
Alright. Oh, I get this now. How do I equip something? Oh, I see. I'm gonna wait for Mike to get back. Oh wait, no, I want to do crossbow. Oh, I see. Mike, you back yet?
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. Here, I thought of something I wanted to tell you before I go down in below the stone. You like this menu? Like, yeah, if you put a word here that says what it does, but also, like when you make it, just don't have it appear in the thing. Have it like, you know, visually move over there, so you don't. Because the first time I didn't actually realize when I pressed that it was going to go in the, you know.
You thought it was going to go where?
I didn't know what happened. I didn't, if that graphic like flew over to your inventory, you know.
Yeah.
It would like show the people.
I'll write that down.
I was saying like first impressions, you know, it's like when you know, could be right, could be wrong. Just to say it, I think the first time, you know, who's this old witch?
Well, I like to write it all down.
Yeah,
so
I know,
that way I can at least, yeah.
Yeah, because that first time I did it, I didn't know it was actually going in my inventory. I pressed it. I was like, okay. That's why I thought it wasn't working, you know. Oh, here we go. Health potion, minor. Ah. It's starting to make sense.
It only took 2 hours.
Hey, I don't work on this every day, you know? Like you do. How come oh, what else do I need? Oh, where do you get the flask from? Do you have to have that made by somebody else, or do you find those?
Find them. You have to go and actually find them in dungeons and stuff.
Okay.
Which I do think you should be able to either craft them or buy them at some point, because honestly, that's something you should almost always need.
Yeah, and it seems weird, like you're hitting stuff with your, you know, you're breaking stuff with your axe and stuff, and then a unbroken flask.
A glass bottle.
Yeah.
Well, eventually we're probably going to actually add like a market in here that you can actually buy and sell stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And having bottles be something you can get there, I think would make sense. And it makes it more of an investment too, because now you have to spend money on bottles, and then you spend your time gathering these resources. So bringing a potion with you is actually a pretty significant investment. It means you're probably gonna take on a boss or something.
Then when you drink the potion, you get to keep the flask?
Probably. Yeah. Well, depends actually. Depends how we want to really control this economy.
Oh, welcome to the caves. Okay. Oh, what's hitting me? Hold on. I'm trying to adjust my monitor. Yeah, the lighting, it's really weird on a giant monitor. I didn't notice it at like PAX on the smaller monitors.
I really do think we need to probably do something with torches and stuff. So right now...
Well, it's like 40% of the screen isn't even visible at any, you know, when you're in
Yeah.
dungeons.
Well, that's what I mean. Once you can actually place torches on the ground and place light on the ground, you're gonna light up more of your area. And just gonna mark where you've been before. If you see a bunch of torches on the ground, you know you've been there.
Damn. Oh. What's the?
What?
The mug. Does that heal you?
It did heal you.
What's I got this? What is? Oh, empty. I got okay. I got a minor flask. Okay. I was trying to drink it. Let's try this crossbow out. Or you could have that fallout, that light texture. I wish you could see my hands. Where it stays bright, like full bright halfway out the circle, then fades off. So you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that would look. I just might be worth trying.
Doing it how?
Well, like, you know, like how it's like smoothly fades off from the center where the guy is to the edge of where the light fades off, right? But what if like there's like a circle, like, you know, a part of circle that encompasses like a good part of the player. Here, I'm gonna I'll move the see where I'm moving the cursor, like right like that much. It would be always full bright, and then it would start fading off at about this distance.
Yeah.
It'd make it just a little brighter. Oh, I see. I gotta dig my way out. There we go. Oh yeah, I want to try the fucking crossbow. Okay, Black Bart. Now you get yours. How do you do this? One shoot. I can't shoot the... Do I need arrows or something?
What is it?
For the crossbow, I wasn't shooting.
Oh, I think you needed to craft arrows.
Oh.
You had not made
Okay,
those.
okay. So then your ammo is limited with that?
Yeah.
shit. Oh no, 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 I'm down. No, don't, no, I came too far. Do I have any food? Is there any easy way to heal now when you're down this low?
Other than food?
Yeah.
I'll check your bag real quick.
How do you do that?
Press B.
Oh, B, I see it. Health potion. Can I just drink it from here?
You have to put it in your hotbar, and then you left click while it's selected. Put it in your hotbar. And then you scroll over to it and drink it. Yep.
Dynamite? I did. Yeah, I did drink it.
Okay. Yeah. The stream's delayed quite a bit.
His voice. Yeah, it's a tough bugger.
We're using a pickaxe right now, which is doing 1 damage.
Oh, what should I be using?
You could switch to your ladle. That'll do a little bit more damage.
That thing?
In the 1 slot.
I'm down to 1 fucking health. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here this time.
At 1 HP? I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I gotta battle all those hordes at the end, don't I? Maybe I could find something to eat here.
Oh, brother. Oh.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. Did Keegan make it out?
Yes,
Okay.
you did actually.
I made it out last time I played.
I think the game just it's a bit harder, which we just gotta tune it a little bit, because there are people who play the game and they're like, oh my god, this is the perfect difficulty, because they made it out with like 3 hearts or something, right?
Yeah.
And then there's other people who are having a lot of trouble, because what happens is they get killed during their first run with a little bit of stuff. They lose their things. They have a rusty sword and rusty pickaxe, and it's like nearly impossible for them to leave because they don't have really anything. They gotta make like a perfect run without getting hit. But it's hard. It's a roguelike, so it can't be just too easy.
Yeah.
If we ease up on it a little, if we ease up too much, the people who like where it's currently at are going to be pissed off because now the game's easy. So it needs to be like this careful balance where I think the escape sequence is where it gets the hardest, and I think that we need some fluctuation with the difficulty. Like, if you spawn it near the middle where you spawned in, it should be easier. But if you're further out from the middle, maybe it should be harder.
Until people get stuff in the bank, maybe on the first level, you don't have as many enemies come, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Or even take into account, like, I mean,
Yeah, I think on the first level, just making it easier would be really good.
yeah, because then they would know, like, oh, okay, I can get past this, get a few things in the bank. Now it's not going to be so treacherous to get out of this hole now, you know?
Yep. Oh man, I'm getting tired.
I just made the crossbow and it didn't appear in my... That's what happened last time.
You made it and it didn't appear?
Yeah, I clicked on the gray part here.
You had to click on the item itself, not just the gray part. Or did that actually
That's
disappear?
what I did, and it just disappeared, and now it's not in my inventory or nothing.
Oh, it's on your 3 slot right now. It's just hard to see.
That's why I say you should make like an animation to show where you know, if it went there, it would slide. You'd see it visually fly over there, or visually fly up there.
Yeah.
Or maybe just always go to your inventory first. Then it's up to you to put it where you want it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was confusing.
I think having the slide idea works. Just have it be like a really fast slide. I think that would be really cool. It would be really cool when you're multiply doing a bunch of ingots or something. You see a bunch of ingots getting thrown to your inventory. Ay.
All right, one more try, then I'll go if you want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Hey, buddy.
This is the last run.
Yeah.
Hey. The boars are fucking brutal too, because they take out more than a quarter of your HP. They do 28 damage and you only have 100 health. 28 damage is a lot. It's.
Can you get shields and stuff to like block damage and?
No. Well, shields are a thing we're gonna be doing in the future, but yeah. Armor is supposed to block a lot of your damage.
Yeah, I lost my armor.
Yep.
Or here's an wait. After I die, I got an idea.
What's that?
There we go. Okay, you lose everything, right? So I'll maybe make the town area a little bigger or something. Have little quests that you can do to get money or something. You know, there's some other alternative to get out of that hole of losing everything.
Quests you can do in the city area.
Yeah, like maybe you talk to one guy. Oh, I heard if you talk to this guy, he'll give you this. Then this guy will give you that.
I see.
Or maybe you could, like, I don't know, do some, you know, what do you call it? Like mining of something, or I don't know, like some task you could perform to actually get stuff you need.
I've heard bad ideas before, but yeah.
Yeah, just throwing it out there, you know. So. See, when it's all lit up, it's way easier on my eyes. Being in a dungeon with that, like I said, with the big monitor, it almost makes me feel like I'm going cross-eyed. Hello, Mr. Monopoly. All I got to my name is a hat and a piece of linen cloth. Yeah, being in this area totally reminds me of being in like Ultima or something. going about? You ain't got no money. Get away from me. What was that?
Was what?
I opened that treasure chest and barked and shot some smoke in my face.
Well, what do you think it is?
I don't know.
I'm just asking.
Like
I'm
like
taking
dust,
notes.
like Indiana Jones, and they opened like the ark or something. I don't know. Like it's been open in a long time, and the dust came out. I don't know. So what is it supposed to be?
I'm just taking notes.
Why is there a kobold in there?
It was an idea that was edited later.
Or like that, like you can move these barrels. Like the guy would go, you know, I see you're broke, or you move those barrels over to the other room. I'll give you a free.
I give you a shilling.
Like some minor
You do
armor
it.
or something, or I don't know.
Do it in 5 minutes. I'll give you 2 shillings.
Well, do you want to go sleep, or you want me to try one more time?
I might want to go to sleep.
All right, dude.
It's been good talking though, and thanks for playing the game.
No problem, dude. If everybody listening, it's below the stone. The link is in the description.
After watching this, I don't know if they'd want to play.
No, it's fun. It's not
Yeah,
done yet.
it's fun.
No, I know. Like we said, a lot of people like they can't imagine it anywhere when something's not done. It's like, oh, that's gonna be like that forever.
Yep. Well, it's a nice way of saying it's shit right now.
Hey, you said it, not me.
All right, dude. I'm gonna hop off. So
All right. I'm gonna end.
see you later.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody on Streamland. I don't have an
Peace
ending,
out,
so I'm
everyone.
just gonna end it.